I think we avoided getting permits until, oh man, I think it was really late in the game. Depending on the location, I think we didn't get permits till at least a decade. May have been all the way up
We
to...
were already here.
I may have been ready here before we really got big in permits. The government never used to bother us, or we were, let's say that society was freer at that time, and democracy was a little bit more the will of the people. And so we weren't hurting anybody, we were helping things, and nobody gave us a problem. I will say that in the fifth year that the local cops set up a speed trap at leading into the site, and on the road that went to the site, and so it was going down a steep hill in a 45-mile zone, and all of a sudden it went down to like 25. So it was a perfect speed trap. So we stationed a guy ahead of the police standing on the corner with a sign saying, "Warning, speed trap ahead, police ahead." He was a brave guy to do that, but nobody bothered him. He got to stay there with his sign saying police ahead, but they did bust quite a few people.
But that was before there were apps where you could, of course, there's no...
Oh, this is way back in '79, you know.
Oh, yeah, but there's no, yeah, that's before everybody relied on their cell phones for all their information. And that's why this is such a throwback. They go, how is the cell service up at the site?
Yeah, if we had better cell service, we'd have more people.
Oh, you think? Or but it wouldn't be the same, I think, disconnecting.
It would be a little
is
bit
part of it.
different, a little bit different crowd. But at any rate, I like my cell phone too.
Yeah.
Some people rely on them very deeply. As I said, I may not have said, but our first year we had 300 people. We gradually built up to 1,000 people, to 2,000, split into 3 fairs, and then gradually the Okanogan Fair built up to 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 again. There were a few spring fairs in there, not too many. Spring fairs were quite small, usually just in the hundreds in those days. And then the...
what does our permit allow?
Well, there used to be, I think if it was under 2,500, you don't need a permit.
Oh.
And so we crossed that threshold a long time ago. Hard to argue that one. So the year that really blew us out of the water was the year that Jerry Garcia died.
Jerry died, and then Fish became like the substitute Grateful Dead, and there was a concert nearby. And after the concert, they all heard about Barter Faire.
It was said, "Come to the Barter Faire next." And so we went up to like 12,000 people, and from quite a bit smaller, all of a sudden inundated with campers, huge.
All
numbers.
The way out to the edge.
Oh, we filled all the way as far as we could go. And then it actually built up from there over. People liked it so much that we actually grew up to about 15,000. I think it was about 5 years in a row that we were breaking 10,000. And they were really hard on us. It was a lot of extra work. We weren't used to that much work. And it made a lot of problems, and a lot of them weren't our mindset. The flower children, love thy neighbor. A lot of them were in here just to party, hardcore partying. And so we had too many hardcore partiers that didn't have the heart-centeredness that is the basis of this fair. However, I would say a lot of those people saw our fair and saw what we were like and said, "Oh, I want to be like that too." And in a sense, we could say we converted some of those hardcore partiers to being a full-scale member of the fair, wearing with service and love and sharing as part of their scene. And I've talked to dozens of people like that, young people that came here, and it influenced them to turn over a new leaf and become a better person and contribute to our new society. So I'm glad for that. After that they got really big. Thank God they started slowing down again, because some people were really disgruntled with the fair because of you might say, the watering down of the content. We had a smaller percentage of people that shared those heart values. so it got smaller, and about 10 years ago, 8 years ago, we noticed a real shift of it getting smaller and higher quality. And the quality, we might say the quality bottomed out at one point, and we've been on an uphill swing ever since. And so now it really feels, the vibes are really good, things feel really good here, and almost everybody you see, you say, oh yeah, there's a brother and a sister.